We're in Sauk County, and we're at Yellow Thunder Memorial. There's a couple plaques here. Let's have a look. Wakajazi, Yellow Thunder. Yellow Thunder's story is one of perseverance and resilience in the face of great adversity. Wow. Okay, this is in the native language, I guess. All right. Prairie in progress. Please stay on the path. Ho-Chunk Nation of Wisconsin is a sovereign tribal nation with headquarters in Black River Falls. With approximately 8,000 members, the nation has thriving communities across Wisconsin and beyond and works hard to preserve its language and culture. In 2014, over 1,500 acres of the former Badger Army ammunition plant are returned to the Ho-Chunk Nation. The area is called, I can't pronounce that, Sacred Earth. The Ho-Chunk Nation was no reservation in Wisconsin, but has land held in trust by the Bureau of Indian Affairs. In 1962, the Wisconsin-Winnebago Tribal Constitution is written. Following year, the first elections are held. Over 30 years later, the tribal constitution is rewritten, which officially changes the name to the Ho-Chunk Nation of Wisconsin. Ho-Chunk means people of the sacred voice. Okay, in 1934, the Winnebago tribe of Nebraska was federally recognized in 1934 as a sovereign nation. Its people are directly related to the Ho-Chunk Nation in Wisconsin. Around the turn of the 20th century, many Ho-Chunk harvest crops for other farmers and sell their own crops. They also sell furs and handcrafts, primarily black ash baskets. Starting around 1920, many find summer employment as cultural dancers at Wisconsin Dells. And here we are. Yellow Thunder, Ho-Chunk chief circa 1774 to 1874. Always in the back, Washington woman, 1790 to 1868. Wow, this one's really hard to read. Okay, nothing around the side. 1846 to 1865. The Ho-Chunk in Iowa are forcibly moved 4 more times before a reservation is established in Nebraska. During each move, hundreds die from exposure, hunger, and sickness. I guess I should have went the other way around, huh? 1847, after being deported at least 3 times and walking hundreds of miles back to Wisconsin, Chief Yellow Thunder purchases 40 acres north of Baraboo in 1847. The land becomes an anchor and place of refuge for Ho-Chunk in the area. (1840 to 1874), forced removals of the Ho-Chunk from Wisconsin to lands west of the Mississippi River begin in 1840. Periodic removals will last for the next 34 years. However, no time are all Ho-Chunk people removed from their homelands. Some evade deportation and many others return. (1829 to 1837). Beginning in 1829, the Ho-Chunk are compelled to sign a series of land concession treaties that shrink their homeland in Wisconsin. The Treaty of 1837, signed under duress and protest in Washington, D.C., forces the Ho-Chunk to give up all land in Wisconsin and leave in 8 months. It's terrible. In 1832, a federal subagent to the Ho-Chunk, John Kinsey, records 299 Ho-Chunk people living at the village south of here along the Baraboo River. The village is associated with the Karamani Band and Chief Naga. The village council house is where major disputes are resolved. Obviously, it wasn't resolved. (1783), going way back. United States government control of what will become Wisconsin after the Revolutionary War and War of 1812 brings new tension to the area as settlers begin trespassing and tribal lands seeking new resources such as lead. The so-called Winnebago War and Black Hawk War result in concessions of land. Wow. 1634. 1634, French explorer Jean Nicolet is believed to have landed at the shores of Red Banks, making the first European contact with the Ho-Chunk. The fur trade era begins a few years later and lasts for nearly 200 years with the French, British, and Americans. There you go. Many Ho-Chunk origin stories relate that Earthmaker created the first man and sent him to live at Mugasuk, or Red Banks, near the head of Green Bay.